So now that I got Miss Nosy Rosie out the way, y'all already know what time it is. It's story time. So this story time takes place back in 2014. I was around 25, 26 years old. After my dancing days or whatever, I decided, I was going to go ahead and, just give up dancing altogether. Dream had then got ready to shut down. I was doing good at my day job. So I just said, fuck it. I'm going to just, get at a break and then get back on the dating scene. Well, did I get back on the dating scene? And this particular situation, baby, you see the title. Now, I'm going to have to give y'all a whole lot of the backstory in order to give you the main purpose of this story, okay? Here we go. Okay, so back in 2014, I was living out there in Treetop. I had started dating. The first issue when I started dating this particular dude, we gonna call him Mr. Floyd. I moved too fast. But the thing is, the fact that he was breaking a lot of bread, he felt like you owed him loyalty for breaking a lot of bread. So that's what kind of caused us to get into a relationship really, really quickly. That was the first mistake that I made. Moving too fast and allowing somebody to feel like just because they spending bread on me that I owe them loyalty. Loyalty is earned. It's not given. I want to say about 3 months in, we started living together. So backstory on the backstory. After a few months of living with each other, I was working at Convergence, right? At the time, I was working on the AT&T project. Well, the AT&T project was getting ready to shut down. He knew this. I wasn't too much worried because I was living out there in Treetop. Treetop is a based on your income apartment. If I lose my job, I'll just report my income, my rental drop away. So I'm at work one day. I get a phone call from my apartment manager asking me, was I home? I told her, no, I was not home. No, she said, well, when you get off work, you need to come to the office. We need to talk. She want to talk to me about it. I ain't never been in trouble out there in Treetop. Well, long story short, Mr. Floyd decided that he was going to have his friend over playing PlayStation with the door wide open and just the screen door open. Nothing wrong with that. Here's the problem. They were smoking weed while the office hours were open. Mind you, they were renovating the apartment directly next door to me, getting ready for the new tenant. Y'all, they put my black ass out. Mind you, I just told you that I'm getting ready to lose my job because my project is about to shut down. And I'm... what I'm finna do? Where the fuck was I finna go? I could go home to my mama, tuck my tail, let her know what was going on, or take him up on his offer. He'll take care of everything. He'll find me somewhere to stay. I'm good. First, I was like, but then I was like, I ain't never had nothing like that before. I'm trying to see what that be like. So, just like he said, within them 30 days, he put them stacks in my hand, found me an apartment. We moved into the apartment. We was Gucci. Here's where I should have packed my shit and ran. The first night that we moved in, we got everything in. I went and got us a bottle. I'm thinking me and him gonna have a night in, move in or whatever the case, and just unpack everything. Nah. Motherfucker left with his friend who was helping us move. And by the time I looked up from packing, it was 4 o'clock in the morning. Still wasn't home. Hadn't heard from him. Called a few times. I guess eventually I fell asleep. Woke up to him coming in the door. The problem was you let the sun beat you home. That moment was the type of nigga, I'm paying all the bills. I'm going to move how I want to move. You just sit at home and do what you do. Nah, that's not how this finna work, homie. So, as you already know, as time go by, shit got worse. Shit got so bad to where I was done. I was planning my exit strategy. I was ready to go. I hurry up and find me a job and then get my money saved up and then just put his ass out. Well, every time I go through phones is if I'm looking for a reason. It was time for me to find my reason because I was planning my exit strategy. This time, we had accumulated iPhones on my account. So he had 2 phones. He had an Android and an iPhone. I wanted to get to that Android. So I got to the Android, found what I needed to find, put his ass out. I was done. Before I even had found a job, I was going to figure it out and do what I needed to do. But of course, before he left, he had to hand over that damn iPhone. Run me that. I need to get all of that. So I want to say about 24, 48 hours went by. I just said, let me go and see if there's anything in this iPhone. So I'm going through the iPhone, messages, call log, nothing out of the norm of cheating, right? I just kept like swiping on the home screen, just looking at the apps. And this one particular app just looked out of place. It asked for a password, clicked on, forgot my password. It sent the reset password to the email, which he had his email connected to the phone. I reset the password and y'all, the shit that I found on that app was nothing compared to what was in that Android. I seen pictures, I seen videos, I seen devastation, I seen red. So now I'm a woman scorned. I'm going through the photos and the pictures or whatever. I'm looking at the pictures, but I'm looking at the act of what's going on in the picture. I actually say this right now. Then and now, I feel bad for what I did. But in that moment, of course, his Facebook was connected to the iPhone. So I took a couple of those pictures and those videos and I uploaded it to his Facebook. So his whole family and his friends could see, to make it seem like I was crazy and I was delusional and this all on. And I kept doing it and making statuses and posts until him or one of his homeboys got into the page and logged me out from the phone and reset the password. Period. He was threatening to fight me and all this, that, nigga. I didn't give a damn. I left the house for that night because I ain't stupid. But, bitch, fuck you. So now everybody see what I've been going through and they see I ain't the liar and I ain't the delusional one or whatever the case may be. I feel better now. I released all my energy into doing that. I feel better now. So the very next day, I'll never forget, it was a Sunday. I'm laying in bed, thinking, contemplating on my next move or whatever the case may be, watching Snap. That's how I knew it was a Sunday, because I used to watch Snap every Sunday. I'm sitting there. It was a knock at my door. Let me give you another backstory on this. Okay, so when I had put him out, some kind of way, I was lured outside of the house and he locked me outside of the house. When he locked me outside of the house, I kicked the door in. So the frame of the door was broke. So unless the latch was on the door, anybody could have walked into my house. Boom. I'm laying in bed Sunday. I get a knock at the door, right? I go, I'm not expecting nobody or whatever the case may be. I know it ain't him because I just destroyed his whole life or whatever. I go to the door. It's a female at the door. Never seen this girl a day in my life or whatever. I open the door. Yes. Your name Keisha? Yes. You go with Mr. Floyd? Yes. You the one posted that picture? Yes. What is this about? We went to thumping. Thumping. I'm talking about, and I stayed in Confederate Point at the time, and anybody knows the apartments are inside of a corridor. I stayed inside the corridor, and I stayed upstairs. We was thumping. This girl was big. She was like 6'1", 6'2", big for nothing. Some kind of way we ended up tumbling down the stairs. Her old man was there and all. He got his few little looks in. I mean, as he should, because it is what it is. But ultimately, he was mad that she brought him over there for nothing, basically. She didn't do the damage that I guess he thought she should have did. And it is what it is. So I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Because I ain't gonna lie, the video was the picture I posted was very explicit. I'm not gonna get into graphic details, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I feel bad for it now. And I felt bad for it then because she was just collateral damage in what I was trying to do. But all I'm gonna say is that video, it was a picture of her in a very compromising position. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. It did not dawn on me till after the fight when I replayed the fight, because you know how we do. We replay the fight from beginning to end. I replayed the whole fight in my head. When that girl asked me, are you the one who posted that picture on Facebook? I only posted one picture where a girl's actual face was showing. It was her. It didn't dawn on me that was her until after I replayed the whole thing in my head that it was her. Now my next question is, how the fuck do this bitch know where I live? Oh, so I guess, being that was her old man, I posted the picture. He was mad. She had to come over there and straighten it. Didn't work. It is what it is. There's only one common denominator between me and her, and that's Mr. Floyd. That had her ass whooping and sent her on her way. I get on the phone and I call Mr. Floyd. Yeah, you sent this bitch to my house. Bitch, you could have really put my life in danger. Because, like I was saying, if that girl really wanted to get in, my door was clearly visible. She could have just walked through my door if she wanted to. If she really wanted to, be on that for real. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what he did? Just like he gave her my address, he turned around and not only gave me her address, but also gave me her first and last name. Niggas.